This is the new shop I just moved into, right in Keeseville, where I live. 1 mile from my house. I'm purchasing this building, 3,000 square feet. This was at one time the shop for the local Buick dealership back in the 40s. And I spent the last 5 or 6 weeks renovating everything with a lot of help from a number of friends. We're inside now, a little collection of some historic finials and eagles and etc. Some of the engineering drawings of some of my bigger flagpole projects. Here we are. The layout table is the original 38-foot table from my old shop. A lot of the same equipment, just laid out a little better. This is the miter stand. I'll take 18-foot wood on the very end. It's where the finger joints are done with this custom-made steel jig designed to give me extremely accurate finger joints. Everything has a place now. I've gone to all LED and fluorescent lighting. No more halogen lights. These are extremely efficient. Center of the shop, we have a air purification filter. Turns over every cubic feet of air in this room 4 times an hour. When it's running, I run it about an hour a day. It's very clear and clean in here. Big Modine 150K BTU heater. Keeps it very nice. At night it's 40 degrees in here. Even if it's 15 below, it takes about 20 minutes to get up to 60, and it holds that all day. The big items, the planer, the table saw are on stands that roll. Just step on the pedal and they slide right back to where I'm standing, which gives you 16 feet in feed and out feed. Dust collection tucked over in the corner, runs all the way under here. All the basic workbench stuff has its spot. Brand new 200 amp service. I wired every single circuit is individual, so none of the tools are sharing a common circuit. The floor was all epoxied. Came out very nice, extremely clean surface and durable finish. All the clamps finally have a lot of room when you've got 120 clamps. This is a 40-foot Doug fir historic pole I'm recreating for Alameda County in California. This pole will be started Monday. Here's a 32-foot mahogany pole, one of the first mahogany pole I ever made, just ready for its final finishing. The motorized varnish stand. This is a rubberized mat under it to protect the floor a little from any finish. The finishing area, everything has a spot, a lot of room in here. And it's well laid out for me. The poles will go right out this 10 by 10 overhead door when they're finished. I built a little Doggie Gate this weekend. Get to bring the guys to work with me. This is all oak scraps, and a friend of mine welded up the aluminum frame. Spring-loaded hinges, so you walk in, you don't even need to open it or anything. It just opens as you walk through it. Poster from my tribute by the World War II veterans. A lot of other historic posters from the honor flight and so on. So this is the shop. Over in the corner you'll see a door next to that American flag. That goes upstairs. We're fully insulated upstairs, R32. These are brand new partitions. These walls you see all are 24. So it's a very, very tight building now. Actually, this wall and this wall are underground because we're on a very steep side slope on the hill here. The air system and compressor are in a fully insulated closet so that there's virtually no noise from the big 60-gallon 5-horse compressor. Everything insulated to deaden the sound. This little area is the metal shop, if you will, still just being finished up. But this is where all the pins are cut and threaded, so we get the metal work out of the, kind of dark, I'm going to add a few lights, I guess. We get the metal work away from the woodworking. Photos of one of my favorite flagpoles, a big 56-footer at Congress Hall in New Jersey. This is all the varnishing products and everything out of the way now and closed up where it's not collecting sawdust. This is the parts room and office, if you will. All my flags organized, all the hardware and everything has a place now. Tools that are used on the road. Nothing to do with the production, just installation and miscellaneous tools we used in the renovations. I brought my old Harley here for the winter. Got a little dusty when it was outside while we were painting these floors and so on, but now it'll get all cleaned up. Some of my favorite flagpole photos. Little desk, not that I spend much time, but at least a place to sit down if I need to work on some paperwork. That's the shop. Thanks for viewing this with me.